Boys and girls, I got something so exciting in the mail today. Now, this might just look like a little cup. I'm sure you're wondering what's in there, but I placed a special order to have 5 caterpillars delivered to my house. So I want you to really take a look at those. Do you see how tiny they are? And there's 5 of them. That brown stuff that is in the cup is not just like sand or dirt or soil. It's a special mix of things that the caterpillars will love to eat. So, right now, while the caterpillars are this small and at this part of their life, they don't need anything besides what is in that mixture to survive. So I just want you to observe them, and I'll show you this cup every day, and we'll watch how these caterpillars change. And now I have a book about how the caterpillars will change also. A lot of you probably know that caterpillars change into butterflies. It's incredible. This story is called From Caterpillar to Butterfly by Deborah Heiligman. Heiligman, that's a tricky word. Illustrated by Barry Weissman. From Caterpillar to Butterfly. Here's a table of contents. So there's actually 2 stories in here, From Caterpillar to Butterfly and Anansi and Grasshopper. We're just going to read the butterfly one today. Today, a caterpillar came to school in a jar. It is eating green leaves. This tiny caterpillar is going to change. It will change into a beautiful butterfly. Caterpillars usually turn into butterflies outdoors. They live in gardens and meadows and yards. But we will watch our caterpillar change into a butterfly right here in our classroom. The change is called metamorphosis. That is a big word. Metamorphosis. Try saying it with me. Metamorphosis. And that's the change from caterpillar to butterfly. Our caterpillar started out as a tiny egg. So that's something that I want you to understand. We won't get to see that part of the caterpillar's life. These are not little eggs, but that is where these caterpillars came from. Tiny little eggs were laid on leaves. The mother butterfly laid the egg on a leaf. So you can see these are what the eggs look like, and they're the size of a pinhead, very tiny. Did you know that a butterfly is an insect? When the caterpillar hatched out of the egg, it was hungry. It ate its way out of its own eggshell. Then it started to eat green plants right away. And the mother is so smart, she lays the egg on a plant that she knows the baby caterpillars will like to eat. So right when they get out of the egg, they can start eating whatever they are on. A caterpillar's job is to eat and eat and eat, so it will grow and grow and grow. And another name for the caterpillar at this point in its life is larva. Each day when we come into school, we will look at our caterpillar, and each day it is bigger. So we'll do the same thing on the videos. Our skin grows with us, but a caterpillar's skin does not grow. When the caterpillar gets too big for its skin, the skin splits down its back, and a new caterpillar crawls right out of its own skin. I shouldn't say a new caterpillar, but it has new skin. There's new skin underneath. And when it does that, it is called molting. The caterpillar will molt 4 or 5 times. It's amazing how big they get. After many days, our caterpillar has finished growing. It's much bigger than when it first came to school. It is almost as big as my little finger now. Our caterpillar is making a special house. First, it makes a button of silk, and the button of silk is what will attach to the branch. It uses this button to hang upside down from a twig. Then it molts for the last time. Instead of a new skin, this time there is a hard shell, and the shell is called a chrysalis. Our caterpillar will stay inside the chrysalis for a long time. And the chrysalis can also be called the pupa. So just like another word for caterpillar at this point in its life was larva, the chrysalis could also be called the pupa. So here it starts as the button attaching to a twig, and it slowly starts changing, and then by the end, it's all brown like that. You can't really see the caterpillar anymore. Every day the chrysalis looks the same. We can't see anything happening. But inside the chrysalis, our caterpillar is changing. Will our caterpillar ever turn into a butterfly? Will it ever come out of its chrysalis? We can hardly wait. But we do. We wait and wait and wait. Then one day during snack time, somebody shouts, "Look!" And we all rush over to see. The chrysalis is cracking. We see a head, a body, and then wings. It's a butterfly. The tiny caterpillar who came to school in a jar turned into a painted lady butterfly. And that's the same kind of butterflies that I ordered. They'll be painted ladies when they emerge. Our butterfly is damp and crumpled. It hangs on to the chrysalis while its wings flap, flap, flap. Blood pumps into its wings. The wings straighten out and dry, and soon our butterfly will be ready to fly. So right when it comes out of the chrysalis, its wings are wet, and it takes about 2 hours for those wings to dry. Our butterfly cannot stay in the jar. It needs to be outside with flowers and grass and trees and other butterflies. It is a warm spring day. I put my finger into the jar. The butterfly sits on my finger. I pull it out and our butterfly goes free. We feel a little sad and a little happy. We watch our butterfly land on a flower. It will sip the flower's nectar through a long coiled tube called a proboscis. Kind of like they have a built-in straw. That's the proboscis. Maybe it is a female butterfly, and the word female means girl. So they're saying maybe it is a girl butterfly, and maybe someday she will lay an egg on a leaf. I know just what will happen then. That egg will hatch into a caterpillar, and that caterpillar will turn into a beautiful butterfly. How many different kinds of butterflies can you find around your neighborhood? Here are some common ones to look for. So this one you've probably seen a lot of. That's called a monarch. This is a black swallowtail butterfly. This is a cabbage white butterfly. This has a funny name. This is called a dogface butterfly. And a common blue. And this is a buckeye butterfly. So boys and girls, we'll watch those caterpillars every day. I love that. And if you want to, there is a coloring page in our Google Classroom that shows how the caterpillar changes from egg to caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly. So if you want to work on that, that's also available in our Google Classroom. Keep an eye out for butterflies when you're outside.